A legal battle is brewing between 20 U.S. states and federal agencies over mass terminations that could reshape the workforce. But why are these states suing? Who's affected? And what could this mean for the future of government employment? Let's break it down. The lawsuit claims that federal agencies unlawfully terminated thousands of employees, citing reasons such as new federal policies or mandates that states argue are unconstitutional, violation of labor laws, including lack of due process in the termination process, and discrimination concerns, with some terminations allegedly targeting specific groups or industries. State attorneys general argue that these mass firings overstep federal authority and harm both workers and local economies. Several factors may have contributed to these terminations, including policy changes that may have eliminated positions tied to previous administrations, budget cuts where federal agencies may have reduced staff due to funding constraints, and workplace mandates, where some states argue that federal rules forced resignations over compliance issues. The lawsuit seeks to reverse these actions and reinstate affected workers. The lawsuit impacts workers across multiple sectors, including healthcare and public health, federal employees and agencies like HHS and CDC, defense and national security, workers in military support roles, environmental and energy departments, staff in EPA and energy offices, and education and research, employees in federally funded programs. Many states argue that these layoffs hurt communities, especially in states reliant on federal jobs. The states are using several legal arguments in their case, including violation of the 10th Amendment, claiming the federal government is overreaching into their authority, unlawful termination, arguing that mass firings bypass standard employee rights and protections, and impact on state economies, claiming that unjustified job losses harm local businesses and tax revenue. The federal government, however, argues that it has the authority to make staffing decisions based on policy changes and budgets. The case is expected to go through federal courts, and potential outcomes include a temporary block on firings if judges side with the states, reinstatement of workers where courts may rule that some employees must be rehired, long-term policy changes if the lawsuit is successful that could limit federal agencies' power over employment decisions, and appeals and Supreme Court involvement where the case could set a major legal precedent on federal versus state authority. This lawsuit could have huge implications for federal employment and state rights. What do you think? Are these terminations justified, or are the states right to challenge them? Let us know in the comments.